Hey, hey, I do this for my J Quiet niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's rough out here in the dead end. But it's like this here. They make it hard on a nigga cause my skin nigga the same.
Good evening, everybody. It's your man PSTOCK, and this is iHipHopTV.com one-on-one, and I am the host. And we definitely pride ourselves on bringing talented, hot, independent artists to the platform to let your viewers get a look at them and hear and see what they're doing, and you can hear straight from them what they're doing. Tonight, it's a little different. There's a lot of hip hop rappers and stuff coming on, so this is different. We got some R&B, we got some flow, but don't let her fool you. She can definitely break down some flows for you too. But right now, we're going to R&B side, the smooth side, and we're gonna check this out. And the big shout out, Dark Diva, Militia Global, Aladdin 19, and again, I'm PSTOCK. This is iHipHopTV one-on-one, and tonight's artist is LAPRINCESS. Check her out.
Set my body on fire. Something you never had. 'Cause tonight I'll be the best. I'll give tonight something you never had. 'Cause tonight I'll be the best.
LAPRINCESS. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Surprised you, huh? Yeah. Hey, that's what's up. It's hot, Let our viewers know where you're from and how long you've been singing and recording music.
Okay, so my name is LaPrincess. I am originally from Stockton, California, but I do reside in Sacramento, California. I kind of spent, I'm not gonna say how old I am, but I spent half and half in Stockton and Sacramento. I've been doing music since, or as my friends say, I do music. I've been doing it since I understood it, since I was 7. So I used to live in these apartments, and there was this boy that was always like, "Hey, La Princess, can you sing? Can you sing?" And I'm just like, no, I want to go run and play with the kids. I'm trying to play hide and seek. I don't want to sing. And he's like, well, I'll give you
Yeah,
some
yeah,
candy. So, you
yeah.
know, I'm a kid. And so I finally asked him, I said, so why do you keep asking me to sing? And then he was just like, oh, because you sound good. And, I didn't really get it. My go-to song, though, when anybody asked me to sing, my go-to song was Maya for Ghetto Superstar. So I just, Ghetto Superstar, that is what you are, coming from afar, reaching for the stars. Run away with me to another place. We can rely on each other. Uh-huh. From one corner to another. And of course, when you're young, you don't really have the lyrics right. So I was probably playing some other stuff.
Yeah, that's hot. You sound just like Maya. That's
Yeah,
yeah, you got that pitch on that. You got that. That's big.
thank
That's
you.
real big.
Thank
You
you.
know. So
Yeah.
so along with the recording and doing music and singing, Maya, I heard you just belted that out. Who have been some of your influences over the years? And that helped you. You figure you listen to and just get that ear for their voice and their tones and the way they hit those octaves and move those octaves around.
So I will say that when I was younger, I definitely had some influences. Like I listened to Aaliyah. She was probably like my number one. I loved Beyonce's very first solo album. Who else did I listen to? I had Mariah Carey. I listened to. I loved Keisha Cole. I used to love. That was my
Keisha
favorite
Cole,
gospel
that's a
song.
name that's a name you don't hear that much about anymore. That's kind of wild. That's
Well,
true.
the thing about it is people, they often turn down things they don't understand. And one thing that I appreciate about Keisha Cole is that she didn't sound like everybody else. She sounded like Keisha Cole,
Yeah, true,
and she
true,
had her own style of singing and she was true to that. And so I
true.
definitely look up to her for that.
Yeah, yeah, that's that
Yeah.
that's that that's big. That's true. That's true. That's true. So under with everything that's going on right now with all of the COVID and especially out in California, you're into a real strict lockdown. Out there. How's it been getting stuff recorded and getting stuff done? The way you want to. Has that been challenging? Changed the whole way you have to approach everything?
One thing that certainly didn't change would definitely be studio time. I go to Q Made the Beat studio. Shout out to Q. Q Made the Beat. He is a wonderful engineer who's worked with many artists, such as E40. He's worked with Post Malone. He's
I think Young and Az,
Billboard.
Young and Az, I think goes with
Hmm.
Q. Does the beat? Yep, his new
Yeah.
High Risk album. Check that. Got some Q made the beats. Yeah,
So yeah, so he's got billboards and it's for different genres. It's not all just, like hip hop and stuff like that. So he's definitely very, very, very good. I do recommend for people, especially singers, if you are looking for an engineer that knows how to mix and master a female vocalist, Q is definitely your guy. He has an ear for it. He really does. Like you know,
yeah,
I
yeah,
was completely blown away with my first experience with him, and so he's the only engineer that I see.
yeah.
So that hasn't changed since COVID,
Oh,
but
that's good. That's good. So
performances, woo,
that's out the window now, right?
yeah. And I feel like September of last year was when I kind of got started into. I actually got super serious about my career, and so I started doing a lot of performances, and then I would do like you know how sometimes people will host something like a kind of like a showcase.
Showcase. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I would do that, and I would perform at those venues. But it started getting to the point where those venues on their own would reach out to me and start asking me how much I would charge in order to come back and perform at their venue again. And then I was gonna do some work with Trap Art, Sacramento. I was gonna perform there, and then COVID happened.
Wow. Yeah. COVID.
COVID.
Yeah, COVID will change the whole landscape real quick, with this
Yeah.
stuff. But that's good. So it sounds like you're on the right track, especially with you talking about the studio and the producer knowing how to record vocals.
Yeah.
That's very important. Two different methods and ways of recording hip hop vocals versus R&B or
Oh yeah.
singing vocals. A lot of people don't understand that. I've been in the past in situations like that with arguing with producers or engineers about their recording it wrong.
Yes.
So that happens, and that happens a whole lot. So how have you been dealing? Besides that, how have you been dealing with it? And now since the showcases and live productions and everything are on a lockdown. Has social media picked up for you? Have you been able to expand on there with any live stuff?
I have been. I've done a few. I have done a few live performances on IG and YouTube. Shout out to Dark Diva, because a lot of the lives that I've done, like on Instagram, are platforms that she's helped me get on. So she's definitely been a big help through all of this, and I appreciate her because she has this really big belief in me. And it goes a long way. And I told her I wasn't gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry, but
Yeah.
but I've done a few shows that way. It's very different because you don't get the intimacy of performing in front of a live audience. You can't see their face. Like, I get super pumped up when I'm performing in front of a live audience,
Right.
and I can see them turning up, or they're feeling what I'm saying, or just having crowd control. That means everything. But when I can't see, I still give it my all, but it
Yeah,
feels
you
a lot
got to.
better.
You got to, And I know what you mean because you draw off the crowd and the energy from
Yeah.
the crowd. So that's very, very important element, and performing. But
Yeah.
but what really inspired you to, let's say in September, yeah, I'm going for it. I'm going all out on the career. This is it. I'm kicking the door
That is a good question, and I'm glad you asked because I probably tell her every time I see her, every time she has an event. But are you familiar with an artist named Get It Indie?
Get it indie.
Yeah, from the Bay Area, from the 707.
No, I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything from him.
So she has a song that got really popular. It's called Stupid Juice. I got the juice, juice. I got stupid juice. I got the juice. So she had a Get It Indie Cake concert. It was her second one that she wanted to throw, and she wanted to have like a choir type of background. And so I ended up being one of the background singers for her Get It Indie Cake concert.
Okay, you
Part
got your feet
two.
wet. Got your feet wet in there, right?
Yes, and I was so inspired. It was me and my girls. Me and my girl, we both got inspired by it because let me tell you how this woman put together her own concert, rented a venue, had the meet and greet, the VIPs, like the tickets. She had the dancers, she had the choreography, she had it all mapped out and planned out. So it's just like, if she's not on somebody else's tour, she's gonna make her own tour. And we were super inspired by that. And so we did that with her in August, and we turned right around in September and just went for it. We were going. We were running.
That inspiration
Yeah.
brought us up there, and that is true. Like in film, we call it forewalling. Like if you shoot a film and you don't have no major distribution, then you get a certain theater house, you do a deal, and you four-wall it. You pay for it, you set up everything, the dates and the times to have people come in and check it out, and come in and view it the same way. So with concerts, that's big. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Are there any collaborations or anybody out there you would really like to work with that you think that could help you or take you up there?
Well, since you asked, I love Drake. I mean, everybody loves Drake, but let me tell you why. So we're talking about a man who is, I mean, essentially he came into this as a rapper, but he didn't just stop it there.
Right.
Like his penmanship, golden, it's immaculate. He's a rapper, but now, I really started to like absolutely love Drake when Find Your Love came out. I was taking a nap and I woke up and the radio was on and Find Your Love was on, and then it was that moment when I was just like, what?
They got the vapors.
So he sings, he raps, he writes, his penmanship is flawless, and I was just like, that is the type of artist that I respect. That is the type of artist that I aspire to be. So definitely look up to Drake. I would love to do a collaboration with Drake. I would love to do a type of collaboration that he's never done before.
Wow. Well, recently in the news, I don't know if you heard, but he's on the Young Money. Him, Nicki Minaj, they've been on Young Money, and Lil Wayne sold Young Money, sold the masters for a little over $100 million, which is grimy. But Lil Wayne got other issues coming up in January, so he's looking at gun charges again, second time. So
wow.
He could be going away, for some time, so. That's something you got to deal with. So I'm thinking maybe Wayne was doing moves to protect his family, which you can understand that, but it's kind of for the artist standpoint.
Yeah,
that's bad.
It is bad, especially with his relationship with Wayne and everything that they went through, and that's like I guess I can call it. I'll just call it a brotherhood. But
right.
That's almost like a brotherhood. Like you guys at this point almost became like. Kids.
Fighting battles.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, fighting battles.
Yeah. I mean, I know this is something that he could definitely make it through, but that don't mean that people don't that doesn't mean that people don't have feelings.
True. That's true. That is true. But yeah, that's what they call part of business. That's why as being an independent artist is very important that you control those things. You control those things because because there's some of my favorite artists like the Locks, from back in the day when I was heavy into music. When they went from Bad Boy over to Rough Riders, and Diddy still holds their masters for the Bad Boys. So that part got to be worked out and changed, holding the masters. But then you have two different entities holding your masters.
Right.
Because then you go from Bad Boy to Rough Riders, and that don't change in the business because, again, how it works. Whatever they spend and they put out to spend on you, that's your money. That's coming out your pocket.
Yeah, I do feel like, couldn't he have just, at least for his top artists, like Drake and Nicki, couldn't he have at least offered to sell them their masters like separately and then do what he did with Young Money?
That would have been what you would have expected, something like it. Gave them first shot to buy it unless he knows that they couldn't afford it or they couldn't afford the prices that he want and everything else. Because, with all the money and the sales and everything that they're doing, got to remember there's taxes, they're paying back, they're still paying back the label. They got to pay their management. They got to pay everything else. There's a lot of other payments and stuff that come out of their promotions, outside of, even if, if you come out your pocket on the promotions is good because if the label's doing it, then they're going to take it out your money anyway. So, the promotional side, and then you can do a better job at promoting at this point than your label with everything electronic these days. You might have a better team or source than they provide. So those are all things to consider. Is there anything that you're working on that we can expect real soon from you?
Well, I do have a surprise coming pretty soon.
Surprise. All right.
Yeah, everybody loves
Mm,
surprises,
that's
right?
right.
You guys like
That's
surprises.
right.
Um, so I do have a surprise coming out. If you don't already follow me on IG, that is La Princess Official, LA Princess Official. Follow me on IG if you want to be a part of the Christmas surprise. I think you guys will enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed it. Um, I can't see. It's like I want to go into like detail and do all my like big shout outs to blah blah blah, but
Yeah.
I would be giving away the surprise.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
I can't
I
do
hear
it.
you.
I'm
You
sorry.
gotta hold. You gotta hold something. You gotta hold some of them cards down, right? Right.
Right,
You gotta
right.
hold some of them cards down. You definitely gotta
you
do
know.
that. So, so what I want to ask is something that is interesting. Like kind of a fun question. I ask artists just to gauge them a little bit. If you could see any artist perform in concert, dead or alive, who would it be?
Um,
Drake. No.
yeah, he's man. So look, I'm gonna add one more to the list. He is a phenomenal performer.
Yeah, yeah. And he performs,
You
and
know.
he has a lot of great songs, great
hmm
music, and then he has a lot of great collabs with other artists that if you can catch them on a
Yeah.
performance with him too, it's a bonus.
I totally missed out when he was performing in the Bay Area. There was this Halloween ball that happened, and he was a special guest. So I had tickets to go to that. So I drove all the way to, I think it was Oakland. I drove all the way to Oakland, and then I did that, and then I had to drive back to Sacramento, and it was so hard for me to stay awake. I had to pull over, and
How
somebody
long a
just,
drive
I
is that?
don't know.
How what would you say? How long from Sacramento to Oakland? To give viewers who's not
Um,
up there because I would figure from Sacramento to Oakland. It seems like on the map when I'm thinking about the map, it seems like it's close. But roads can be tricky and mountains and everything. But how long a
yeah,
drive is that?
I would say maybe 2 hours,
Okay,
hour and a half to 2 hours.
okay,
Um, but I definitely was extremely
yeah,
tired,
yeah,
and
busy and performing.
I was falling asleep, so I had to pull
Yeah,
over, and I slept in my back seat for like a couple of hours, but it was so cold, and it's Halloween. I mean, I wasn't dressed like a little ho, but um, it was still cold, cold, cold.
yeah.
Um,
Understand, understand.
so, and I didn't have. It's not like I had a blanket in my back seat. I didn't. I had just like a little sweater, and so it was cold, and I woke up from my nap, and I was like, I think I should be good to drive. And I kid you not, like 15 minutes into driving, I was already falling asleep again. I was like, I just have to make it home.
So
So
you had to get home no matter
I
what,
had
right?
to get home, and then like a day later, my best friends were like, "Hey, we're going to Drake's concert." Last second. We're going to Drake's concert. Do you want to come? It's in the Bay Area. I was like, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I can't do it again. I couldn't do it again. Like I didn't. I could have crashed. I could have died.
Yeah,
Just trying to get home because
yeah.
I was falling
Got to be
asleep.
better. You got to be careful, or you got to have somebody else with you. That
Yeah.
would be even better to have somebody else with you. To share those things because I've done it before as well. I've drove artists. I drove from D.C. Up to Pittsburgh to grab an artist to drive across Pennsylvania to go to New
Ah,
York because we had a studio session the next afternoon and
wow.
Michael Bono's studio up in Long Island. So that was a long drive. So the whole time he was in the session, of course I slept and would find the couch and slept. And then we got done. We
Yeah.
stopped in Philly and checked out a event that was going on, and then drove on back across the state. So know how it is. You
Wow.
definitely got to have somebody with you, or you got to
You
take them
do.
breaks, and you got to definitely stop. So I understand how it is. I've
Yeah.
drove up to Canada, up to Toronto, and around Toronto doing tours up there that way. We drove up. So, yeah, I understand, know how it is. It can get
Yeah,
hectic. So you always got to have a wing person with you. A wing person.
exactly. And I didn't have that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know
Because
now.
oh yeah, I know now. I definitely know now, and I'm prepared. I lived vicariously through them as they explained to me in great detail
Mm-hmm.
the awesome
Mm-hmm.
performance that they saw, and there's just no way that I cannot see this man live. I need him. I need to see him live. I need him to drop it off. Come drop it off, Drake.
Yeah, yeah, understandable. It's one thing you never know when you get that chance to catch him again. So,
You never
so
know.
sometimes you got to take that, shot. Is there anyone out there you want to shout out, or any crew, or let them know what's happening? Let our viewers know too where they can find your music and what songs is popping. Your new single that you have out that you
Okay,
just
yes.
performed. Let them know.
Yes. So again, follow me on IG, LaPrincess Official. And you can find, I have two songs that are out. One is called Extraordinary, and that one does have a video to it. I just put a song out on my birthday last month on the 15th, and it's called Bad
Happy
Thing. That's the
belated.
song that you saw me performing. Thank you. That is the song that you saw me performing, and it's available on all music platforms. That's
Yes.
anywhere from Google, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, SoundCloud. Who else am I forgetting? Shazam. Just in case you don't know what song it is, Shazam. Uh, I don't know, about 242 other countries,
Wow.
um, as according to Amuse. And I do want to give a big, big shout out again to Dark Diva, Mad Money, Militia Global. Um, Again, really huge, plays a huge factor in some of the live performances on IG or on YouTube, and even in a live concert that we've had. It was the Escape from Reality tour. I do want to give a big shout out to my girls, TTENT, that's Two Turn Entertainment. We got Curly Blue and we got Fifi, and they're a part of FKENT. They're a rap duo, very
Yeah, yeah, they were
sensational.
on. They were on. I spoke with them both before. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we have Fifi, Curly Blue. We have she goes by Sunkiss Beauty, but we call her name is Nina. We have Nina, we have Chris, we have Ace, and we're Two Turn Entertainment. We are going to throw events with performances and everything like that. So as soon as this COVID stuff is all over, we will be having an event calendar, and I hope you're ready to get turned because Two Turn Entertainment, we cannot fuck it up. So we
That's
got a
right.
lot of stuff coming.
That's right. Right. That's right. Because yeah, you can catch Curly Blue and Fifi's one-on-one interview with me. It was right after the Escape from Reality tour, the first annual
Hmm.
Independent Hip Hop Artist Award that Mad
Yes,
Money Melissa Global did. So
yes,
that
those are my girls.
we carried. Yeah, they were there. So yeah.
And
Yeah, they were supposed to come back.
big shout out.
They were supposed to be dropping something new and coming back and letting us know.
They did. We shot the music video for it and everything.
Wow.
So this isn't gonna be just I'm gonna drop a song and then later give you a visual. This is gonna be a 2-on-1 package deal, and you guys just aren't ready. You're not ready for that new heat. Okay, drop it like a thought. Drop it like a thought. That's what it's called, though.
Say drop it like it's hot all the way.
Drop it like a thought, because it's two turn. We're two turns. You
Everything is
know,
two turn. Everything.
everything is two turn. Definitely want to give you a big shout out, PSTOCK, for having me today. You don't even have to do this, but I mean, you're spending your time to come do interviews for us independent artists out there, aspiring artists, whether we want to rap, sing, it doesn't matter. I definitely appreciate you having this platform for us to utilize and to grow. Like, this is a great experience because even though we can't get the intimacy from performing live in front of a crowd, we are still getting to perform live.
Yeah, and at the same time, let new viewers and people, know about you.
Hmm.
Put yourself on the map to them. And
Yeah.
make them aware of what's happening. of what's happening, with you and your music, which is good.
Yeah.
So, and then one more thing, I want to go out. I don't want to take up too much of your time tonight. I know you've been busy, a long day. But what on top of everything, and once you get everything said and done, what would be your ultimate goal? The goal that you're looking to set, a standard that you set to
Yeah.
achieve and make.
So I plan on being an independent artist for as long as I can. Initially, my goal was to be very successful at being independent, at being an independent artist. That way, if I did decide to sign to a record label, they already knew exactly what I could bring to the table. And if I could provide my own table, then you really need to come to me with something bigger and better than what I could do. Uh, which includes, having creative rights, being able to, you know, write songs. There's a lot of in and outs to being signed to a record label that a lot of people don't understand. They just think like, oh, it's a million
You
dollar
have to.
deal. Yeah, $1 million deal that you have to pay back with taxes. But then you have to read the fine line. You might not have, creative rights. You might not be able to even have any songs that you've written personally on your album. It might say like, yeah, you have to submit 5 songs, and you can submit those 5 songs, but that doesn't mean that they're going to choose it to go on your
You're
album.
right. You're right. That's the way it goes. And that's the way it is good to go independent. And if you do go with distribution or anything, you want to make sure you have all your own masters, which is going to come out of
Yeah.
your pocket, that you deal whatever agreements you make with your your producer,
Yeah.
and then run with it from there, and they always have to sign off on it. Don't try to run up, for a lot of independent artists, I notice, I see, you don't run off there with the tracks, because it's like a lease, you don't know it can
Yeah.
expire and you don't know it. And then everything you
Yeah.
earn, if you earn anything, is turned over to the production.
Turn over to the production and like, okay, well, you sold your 500,000 copies.
Yep, that's it. So,
It's over.
yep.
I'd be like, I need that unlimited. No, I'm just kidding. But I learned a big lesson actually. I thought that as soon as like, if you were to purchase the rights of the beat, I thought that meant that you own the beat. You just get everything, and
It's a
so it's like
lease.
I don't want to take
Non
away.
ex.
I didn't want to take away from, like, I mean, like exclusive rights. I thought that if you purchase the exclusive rights to the beat, that producer is no longer tied to that beat. And I was just like, I don't want to do that to somebody. Let's just say I do get exclusive rights to a song, and then it blows up. They're just not going to get anything for it. Like I had this idea because of their beat, but I just learned that it only means that the beat won't be available for other people to use, but that producer still gets their credit.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
they get their royalties and everything, because a lot of
Mhm.
times, most of the times, like with some of these things, like even if you get a track from me and you put it out there, and say somebody like NCAA women's basketball, whatever, NBC uses it in their commercials or uses it in their, a lot of artists don't realize that too. You work to get your music into those venues with basketball games,
Mhm.
college football games, because if you ever been to one lately, if you notice the music, that's all you hear is hip hop and the mainstream, the pop
Yeah.
music and whatever's hot, but mainly hip hop. Mostly
Mainly hip hop.
that's what you get. So you definitely want to be up there. And you're right. And with those rights with the producers, a long time, those are those, when you sign those agreements, they could be non-exclusive or exclusive to you only, but they still have the rights. Like if it's picked up by that commercial, they'll get paid as well as you get paid. Whatever
Yeah.
points come on your album, whatever points are negotiated for them on the production, they get that plus whatever they do. So it motivates them to push the records as well as the artists to push the records. So to
Yeah.
make it happen that way. So I've been there, done it. I know. I know. Wow. So
But I do.
go ahead.
I was gonna say because I never really answered your question, but
Yes.
I do aspire to be a successful independent artist, and I'm not gonna only sing. I'm gonna rap as well. I also want to write music for other artists. I'm not talking just R&B, pop, and hip hop. I want to write for other genres as well. I wrote my first country song with this app called Voicy. Shout out Voicy. Voicy is a really great platform when it comes to networking. It's a really, really great networking tool for producers, singers, um, rappers, writers, even dancers. It's a tool where producers get to
Right.
upload their beats,
Right.
and us rappers and singers and dancers and poets,
Go
we
in and
get to
reference them.
find these beats and we get to create. It's going to be anywhere between 30 seconds to 60 seconds long, but we get to go ahead and create and then put it out there
Hmm.
on that app. And then, I mean, there are so many wonderful collaborations, and that's all I'm going to say about Boise. But shout out Boise. And if you have an iPhone, please download Boise and get to using it, explore the tools. Um, it was really big and it started to grow during um,
During COVID.
COVID,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
these
in the
apps.
US. In the US, yeah, because man, when you look at the effects, the effects that you use for the vocals, like the compression, the auto tune, like the different filters that you get to use, it's a wonderful app. I can't wait till it's available for Android because they are working on that so that everybody can use it. But I want to be a singer. I want to be a songwriter. And then I also would like to create my own record label, um, something of the sort that will help support independent artists.
Right. That's big. That's real big. That's a good thing.
Because, yeah, and I don't know if it would necessarily be a record label, because of course, if you're an independent artist, you're technically not signed to a label. But I do want to at least have a business and a place, a sanctuary, for independent artists to go to, so that we can help them get their studio time. We can help them get on tours, or even just to get on performances that have like a headliner, because a lot of the time some people won't even see you or won't consider you if you don't have management, or if you're not signed to a label and anything like that. Like, I would love to generate a business that would help independent artists, to be able to thrive and to do what we want to do. We do music and we just want to do music for the world, you know
Yeah, and that's big because the foundation to most record labels are it is R&B or vocals, singing, pop, if you look at the history of most labels, so that is a good. You're on the right path. You're on the right path. But since you rap,
Thank you.
you rap too. Can you drop a
Uh-oh.
verse on us? What's happening? You give us something to
You
go.
want me let's see. Okay. Let's see if I can remember this one. I came up with this on Voicy. Has a little bit of cussing in it.
All right.
My talk is not cheap, motherfuckers can't afford for me to say it twice. And you better be wise, talk to me real nice. They keep it wrapped up, but I big surprise. I am surprised, make him look with his eyes. Bottle of the Henny, you know he let me drive. Make a nigga suck and tell him swallow up his pride. If he does a good job coming back, I might. Hey, I did it was a split, so somebody else came in and did a
Yeah.
little rap,
Yeah.
and then I would come back in,
Yeah.
and then I would do my part. But so I do a little bit of, there's a little bit of that. So I go, oh, you want to roll, got that big flow. You don't mess around, huh? You get dough. Well, you better pay attention. My esteem ain't low. Give it to me if it's real. Motherfucker, sweet and low. I don't mean to sound rude, but I gotta make it hard for you to get to. If I was an easy hit, then it won't mean shit to the nigga that I want to give my life to. Yeah.
La Princess. Does it all. Does it all. Rappers out there need some help. Check out La Princess. She give you that boost on your track. Give it that flavor and that pump. And that
Yeah.
pump. For real, for real. But yeah, that's great. I definitely appreciate you coming through, taking your time out to come over to talk to us. And
Oh, you're welcome.
let
You're
the
welcome.
viewers know what's happening with La Princess and what's going. So we definitely got you on the radar, on lock, and gonna be listening out. And
Yes.
if you got videos, again, videos, with that are radio friendly, we can run on Saturdays on a Saturday show. I do want to announce for the Saturday show won't be back live until probably after January the 2nd. everybody's taking a hiatus, for the holidays and get prepared, So there will be a Freestyle Friday drop, and definitely one-on-ones coming. So definitely stay tuned. That's why you got to subscribe to the channel. Never know when we're going to drop something. You got to subscribe. You never know when we're going to drop something. So, Diva's always working. Aladdin 19's always lurking. And iHipHopTV is always here. So definitely peace and blessings to you, the princess. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Yay.
Never have I ever loved this way before. You got me doing bad things in this bedroom. I'm a bad thing. Yeah.
Yes, everybody, and that was LAPRINCESS. Definitely got to check her out. Definitely got to follow her. Bad Thing, hot single, R&B, hip hop, motion, and a place to be. Big shout out to Dark Diva. Once again, coming through. We had it right there. LAPRINCESS. So definitely check out. And again, a note to be made. I am the host, PSTOCK. I am your host. And the iHipHopTV talk show live on Saturday on the Roku channel with Dr. Richard won't resume until after January the 2nd. So definitely stay tuned for that. Some changes happening there. And then definitely follow and subscribe on all of the websites to make sure, and visit iHipHopTV.com. Definitely check that out. A lot going on over there. Check it out. Don't miss. There's a lot going on over there. You'd be surprised. iHipHopTV, we got Young NAZ, we got 2K Kent, we got Hood Idol, Lex Luger, the Backwood Ambassador, over there. A lot of stuff going on iHipHopTV.com, as well as the Sexy Latina, contests and everything, and the Hot Jeans contest. Check it out. It's all coming up. Definitely check out iHipHopTV.com. Subscribe to iHipHopTV YouTube channel so you can be alerted when we drop these one-on-ones or the Freestyle Fridays, like what's coming this Friday. Christmas night, you might want to look for and catch a live Freestyle Friday this Friday night. Definitely check it out. It'd be me, host PSTOCK, and hopefully the princess come back with a surprise for everyone. So let's check it out. Stay tuned, and check it out, and definitely be on board. And again, big shout out to everybody out there in the support. Aladdin 19, Dark Diva, Young NAZ, 2K Kent. Check out 2K Kent and Young NAZ on their respective sites. Big shout out to JP Jones, Max Swagger, iHipHopTV in the South, Gulf Coast Promotion, Mr. Clarence Thompson, World Outreach, Global Outreach, Mr. Billy Stokes, and then we have South State Connected Marketing Group and Hood Idol and Lit TV by the Backwood Ambassador himself, Lex Luger. Stay tuned for them. I have an interview coming up with him. We're going to get on that and see when we're going to make that happen, and definitely get back to you. It might be pushed back till after the holidays. We don't know. Everyone's busy. Understandable. But definitely subscribe to the iHipHopTV YouTube channel, and you'll be alerted. I'm your host, PSTOCK. Peace.
Save 5% with keyword iHeart.
You're listening to
I'm not a loser!
Deacon Live.
Deacon Live.
Deacon Live.
Of course.
Deacon Live presents to you 2K Kent and their latest song, On That Chick. Follow them on Instagram, Twitter, and see their new Apple commercial on iHipHopTV.com.
I pull up, phantom, flossing is part of the anthem. Just move your body, you gon' make me cop a new Bugatti. Ride with me like Dre Chick. I take you to the Bay Chick, to the city, right across the Bay Bridge. Kick it with me, I'll show you how we stay rich. Sipping on that excellence convo. After that, we straight to the condo. 2K, the head honcho. She wanna get with me cause I'm so that dude, so hood. I give it to her, it's so good. On top of that, bigger stacks. A boomerang, go get it, bring it right back. She bad.
Oh, definitely. You can definitely check me out on iHipHopTV. Definitely to iHipHopTV.com. You can check my Instagram, 2K_Kent official, 2K Kent TV for YouTube. And yeah, that's where everything is at right there. Oh, and 2K Kent on Twitter, 2K_Kent. Yeah, on Twitter. So we pretty much put everything there.
Everyone listen up. Catch It's Lit TV.
Turn it off!
7 days a week.
Believe it!
Playing the newest hip-hop and R&B videos.
Music, interviews, videos.
On the Hype Network via Roku.
They talk to me in the streets, they be like, you be killing it.
Every night at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by Lex Luger.
Come on, remember my name?
The Backwood Ambassador.
You know who plays new music first? You walk with the underground.
Catch your favorite artist as well as new artists.
For all the music videos, news, interviews, and more.
On It's Lit TV.
Gotta rep the city.
Now, 7 days a week.
7
At 10 p.m. Central Standard Time and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Hype Network via Roku.
Keep it lit.
That's right, It's Lit TV is on 7 days a week, hosted by the Backwood Ambassador, Lex Luger.
Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody, it's me, Lunell, the original bad girl of comedy. I just want you to know that my friend Young Nas has got the Heater album out right now. I want you to go and download the album High Risk. And I love this song, Vibes, featuring my man from Oakland, like me, the legendary Mr. Lenny Williams. So go on and download that right now and get swerve on, get your groove on. Yeah, Young Nas got it going on. Oh yeah, Vibes, featuring Lenny Williams on Young Nas' new album, Ain't No Fun. Do they still make albums? Oh shit, I'm old. Well, download that shit. Stream that shit. Upload it, download it, whatever the fuck you gotta do. But get it right now, because it's that fire. Hey.
Hey, yo, what's shaky, man? It's the KID, the Kid Capri, man. Shout out to PSTOCK and Aladdin 19, man. Check out iHipHopTV.com on YouTube and iHipHopTV Talk Show live on iFreedom TV International. All right, block party action to Kid Capri on Sirius XM Fly every Saturday and Sunday, shaking it up. All right, you know what it is, man. Hey, yo, y'all do y'all thing, PSTOCK and Aladdin.
young